am introducing the future. Not the presidency, not the Senate, not anything. My thing is food. And my belief, if you change your diet, you change the way you think. My goal is also to be an inspiration for millions of people that they can grow their own food cheaply, economically, in their house. They don't have to be dependent on anybody, because it may come down to that. It may come down to that. This man right here has seen it, understands it, and is doing it. And we're going to set up in the store. Yeah, young man.
Well, I tell you, Arnold, thank you very much. He calls everyone young. So that's a compliment. With that being said, beyond young and old, he's a good man. He's a good friend. And we love him. So he allowed us, he purchased the torpedo pots to go into his establishment right here. How many you got right here, Arnold?
16.
16 torpedo pots. And we set him up. We weren't able to hook up to the sink. He finally got that done. So all the plants that he has been growing will be growing in the torpedo pot. So out of these 16 planters, we have these at the top. Some of them are out of season. I don't know if these begonias are going to come back or not.
Right.
So we're about to replace them for something inside the store.
The goal is to have self-sustaining gardens in your house. That's the goal. Which means eventually it's going to be replaced by kale, collards, spinach, whatever.
Yes.
To show people that they can do it themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're absolutely correct. And so we'll replace these with food that will grow. Now these plants that you see now, and I don't know if you come around and see these over here, but all of these will be growing by themselves without his assistance, okay? So we have all these plants watering for 1 minute every 24 hours. In other words, you're using a cup of water to water all of these. Most of us take a gallon of water and pour it in here, think that we're doing our plants a favor, and what it does, it builds up bacteria on the surface, which fights against the plants in its root system. What TorpedoPot does is water the inside layer of that plant right there, which means that the plant gets an opportunity to build this environment with the bioactivity and not coming down on top. So I know, Arnold, we thank you so much for allowing us to work with you to make this happen. Is it anything you want to add? Because you are a vegan, correct?
I am a vegan. I'm a raw vegan.
A raw vegan.
I'm a young raw vegan.
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
And I understand what causes disease. I understand how to heal. The key is your dietary habits.
Okay, all right.
Most of, not sleep. I mean, the thing is, you got to feed your body the right food.
Okay.
The right nourishment. Every disease in my mind can be wiped out. So I had diabetes, cancer, heart disease. No, I had heart disease. Wiped out completely. 73 years old, I'm still able to do my 300 push-ups, my 600 sit-ups, boom, 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 rock and roll, living the dream. Food is the key.
So people come to you for help, natural
For them to help
approach.
themselves.
For them
Yes.
to help themselves.
Yes.
And you provide a possible approach to which they
Possible, yes.
Yeah. So what I did is that before we designed the torpedo pots, I weighed 300 pounds. I was huge. I was so big I didn't know how big I was. I weighed myself, I think I weighed right now about 221 pounds. I've never been this small since I was in high school. You know what I mean? He's probably right. I don't doubt it. I will get smaller. And but what's so good about it, with the bioprocess that happens in this torpedo pot, you have the microbes that are designing and creating your food. You don't have to add fertilizers to mold and shape your food anymore. All that's done. All the life that you need to have your plants grow have always and will always be in that soil. And so the bioactivity allows the microbes to put together the environment so the actual plant can grow itself. That's why it heals plants, it grows plants, and it germinates seeds. Do you want to add more to that, Arnold?
I'm super excited for being part of this. That was one of my missing links, which means I told people how to do it.
Right.
The thing is that they don't see it on a daily basis. They don't work the land with their hands.
Okay.
It's not the same. Which my goal is to have community gardens all over the place. It's my goal. But this is part of the inspiration. Where people can go, crime gone once you eat right.
Okay.
Philadelphia needs thousands of these.
Yes, yes.
Thousands.
Yes, yes.
Detroit is actually starting it.
So you're relating,
Yes.
gardening is a peaceful habit.
Yes.
But you're relating that once people's diets are better served, what are you saying? What's going to happen? And how does it impact their lives? What are you saying?
More clarity, which means, say for example, you're eating dead food.
Okay. Now what is dead food?
Dead food means the body understands truth, the body understands lie. There is no in between. That's
Non-nutritional food then.
what?
Non-nutritional would be dead food?
Dead food, which
Oh,
means
okay.
only 2 foods meet that qualification. Fruit and veggies,
Okay.
which means they're alive, they're God's gift to us.
Okay. Okay.
As soon as we cook a food, it becomes dead food. Our body can tolerate some,
Okay.
but after a while, what happens when you're 30, 40, 50 years old, guess what happens?
What happens?
You start gaining the weight,
Okay.
start getting aches and pains,
Okay.
you starting to come with arthritis, diabetes,
Okay.
cancer, corona, all these things, all the same theory.
Right.
Our body's overloaded.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When I go to the supermarket and I'm buying vegetables from the supermarket,
Right.
would I consider that dead food? Or how would you label dead food?
Dead food is all cooked food.
Oh, just cooked food in
Yes.
this? Okay.
I mean, vegetables,
Okay.
even though vegetables in the supermarket is not where it should be,
Okay.
still better than what they're cooked.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I
That's
totally
my
agree.
opinion.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree.
I mean, you want to rock and roll. I mean, 7 years old should be the beginning, not the end. I mean,
Yeah.
73 years old should
Yeah,
be able to dance
yeah.
and rock. And
Oh my God! Please, 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 save us to Michael Jackson. Save us to Michael Jackson. Look. But with that being said, it lets you know that we're grateful. Daryl Addison at TorpedoPot.com. Daryl Addison at TorpedoPot.com. I want you to be able to get your torpedo pot because you're going to need to eat. When I go home, I have 20, 30, 40 torpedo pots, and it's growing food for me, so I don't have to worry about going without food. When I'm going to take a nice little break and come down, I come to Arnold's place and I sit down. We have milkshakes that are natural, vegan. We have salads that we can eat, and we just really relax and have ourselves a good old time. So those who are in the neighborhood, would you like them to come down and be a part of Arnold's Way?
Yes.
And the way is what? Organic?
God's garden, God's food, God's fun. I really push that.
And that's a learning experience for me.
What?
That's a learning experience for me.
That's the secret.
Every time when I look at you in the videos and you say that, I
Yes.
laugh.
Is that right?
I laugh. Because it's so true. You can't get any more true than
You
that.
can't, which means that the
Yeah.
country has to change, has
Yeah.
to change from me, has to change from you, not from the top to the bottom. It's not going to work. People are going to depend on the government. It's not going to work. You have to become self-reliant. That's my opinion.
Yeah, your opinion's
You
right.
become self-reliant and saying, listen, I like you, I can take care of myself.
On that
As far as
note,
the food, boom, 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 boom.
yes.
I mean, really believe in community gardens. I believe in growing your own food. I really believe in that.
Right.
To me, that's the secret.
All right, well, I have nothing else to
Okay.
say. Do you want anything else to close this
No,
out?
no.
What do you normally say to close this out, though?
Rock and roll, live a dream, super excited. Bye.
No, you don't. You say God's.
Oh, God's garden. God's garden.
Thank you very much. God bless you.